I plead the blood just upon this water. Wherever my son has gone to, whosoever he has gone to meet, I plead the blood of Jesus.
We stepping heavy if we rolling by the street. My circle almost empty, constant dealing with the beat. I'm just good at counting, think it's pointless this degree. But I have to go and...
Hi guys, it's your boy Das. Well, first of all, before I even tell you who I am, I need to make sure that I'm, you know, presented well. I'm joking. But anyway, hi guys, it's your boy Das, aka Double Das, aka the one and only. Yeah. Man, I just like the way I did that. If you guys are new here, please subscribe. Just subscribe. Before I even say anything, just subscribe. Just subscribe. Just subscribe. Today's video is going to basically be about the time I got caught cheating. Yes, I know you guys are disappointed. I know. But some guys really can't come here and be telling their truth. So today I'm just going to tell my truth about a time that I actually got caught cheating. Yes, I know it's so bad, but please, like I just feel like I need to connect with you guys, and I feel like coming out here and being truthful with you guys is one of the best ways and one of the first ways that, you know, we can really build that connection. You know what I'm trying to say? But obviously today I'm going to be doing it whilst I'm cooking, in it, because obviously you know me, I'll not be regular. Like, I'm not trying to be sitting down and just talking. So you're going to really have to watch till the end. So please like, comment and subscribe, and comment down below if you want me to do this one time. Times 2. But anyway, yeah, please, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and Double Das out.
Yeah, hi guys. So obviously I would have filmed myself coming into this place, but obviously last time I recorded while I was driving, there was bare passer in it. So today anyway, I'm inside of, I think, what, Tesco, and I'm trying to basically buy some wings, flour, and a couple other essentials that I think I might need in it. I don't know if the audio is good in it, but I'll check back after anyway. But anyway, let me show you what I'm doing.
Anyway, so I just landed back in my apartment. Obviously, I've got everything here now that I need. Flour, eggs, onion, garlic, pepper. Recently just washed chicken. Seasoning that we're gonna use for today. Unfortunately, I forgot the Maggi. So, and obviously the ginger that I'm gonna be cutting up and putting into the stuff. Hello again, YouTube. You guys have been asking me to cook. I don't really know how to cook, I'm joking. I know how to cook small, but I was like, you know what, I might as well give you guys something to quickly watch. But today I'm gonna try and make salt and pepper chicken wings. But I'm gonna try to do it with limited resources. I don't have everything. I went out to buy everything today, but I went to go and forget the Maggi. But obviously I just thought, whilst I was cooking, I might as well be chatting to you guys about one experience that I had. Yes, it was a very bad experience, and I know it wasn't really good for me to say, you know, that I've done it, and I'm just gonna come out and just openly admit I am a cheater. This is gonna be a little story time on how I got caught cheating, basically. But yeah, it's so sad, but luckily it's not cheating on the female, it's actually cheating on my exam. Yes, I know that. What you guys thought I was gonna come and give you a little speech about how you shouldn't. No. I'm not even one of those guys, so I don't even need to go there with you lot. But unfortunately, school was really a big thing for me, and just sometimes, you know, when you have those exams that you haven't prepped for, and then it's like it's tomorrow morning, and it's like 8 AM, you're just thinking, if I don't bust this exam, I could potentially be sitting with the young you next year. That it doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, with me, I actually didn't revise for this exam. And if you're watching and you're young and you know you're coming up and you know you have exams, maybe not now but in September or anything that you need to revise for, please take my advice, revise. What you're probably even scared of won't even probably be on the exam. Like, it will probably be 1 or 2 things here and there that will be on the exam that will take you by surprise, but realistically it won't even be that bad. What I'm doing here, first of all, let me just explain it. I'm dipping the wings inside of the seasoning, so that I can at least be seasoning some of the wings before and dusted. Look at that. Look at that. Nice and almost seasoned. Where this starts basically is like my first year.
Nope.
I came down to my last module. I done bare exams like just before the week ended. Like there was like 5 to 6 odd exams that basically were just like, it was hard. Like I revised for some of them, revised and done my heart, and I was like, you know what, this is the last exam. Like like I can't like not like I can't be bothered to revise. Like I'm done it. Like I've been working the whole week. So my thought process basically was, okay, cool. If let's just say I'm gonna like do this last exam and then I'm free, why put any effort into it anyway? I'm just gonna try and cheat. Obviously it wasn't a good thought of mine, don't get it twisted, and I'm not trying to glorify or like I'm proud or anything of what I did, but at the end of the day you gotta do what you gotta do, innit? So obviously this morning now when I've woken up, I was thinking, damn, I've got an exam in 2 hours, I've not revised nothing. Like I was just trying to now cram every single last bit of information that I could possibly get from all of the lectures that I've been missing and everything, but it just wasn't making sense, because I just knew that if I carried on like this, or I carry on and I go into that exam, I'm really gonna go in there and fail. Like it's not actually gonna make sense. So I just said, what can I really do? Something just started creeping up on my shoulder and was like,
you know what? You might as well grab that pen over there, grab that paper over there, start chopping up, making up small notes.
I was thinking, I mean, I could do this, but isn't this bad? But then something was not pushing my other shoulder saying,
you know what? It's like, I mean, you pass it now, you're into the next year, and it's like, it's worth it.
I was like stupid boy like me, carried the pen, paper, put everything down, and I said to myself, I'm going to cheat. I said it'll be worth it in the end. Trust me, God, you see my heart, it's not my fault. So now I went to go and now pick up all these papers and I started stuffing them in different places, one between here, one on my shoulder, one inside of my arm. Now I've got one side of the face like this, so obviously they won't be able to see anything coming. And I was not wearing a jumper, like a proper big jumper, innit? Get to the exam hall now. I'm there with everyone else, walking to my like chair or whatever. They now, instead of them to now sit me at the far back, I sat right under the camera like this. I sat right there, right next to the GDK like this. I was like, ah, God damn, how am I actually gonna back this exam? Like I was thinking, no, it's already wraps. Like it's not gonna make sense. So obviously I was now like, you know what I could do is either try and use the toilet or anything, but even though all of those techniques didn't really make too much sense like that. So obviously now, a stupid boy like me, and I just said, you know what, instead of me actually using the toilet or anything to at least be checking my notes or anything, I'm gonna back it up right here now. No one's gonna tell me nothing. So I just said, let me quickly smoke, be opening my legs. As I was opening my legs like this, yeah, the adjudicator just came past me, dropped pen. I was thinking, why is this adjudicator moving mad, yeah? The little did I know that she dropped the pen because she sensed that I was even gonna try and do something. I was like, yay! I didn't even deep it until the pen was already on the ground and my leg was open like this. I was like, yeah. So I quickly closed my legs, innit? I didn't want to say anything now, yeah, cool. So then that adjudicator now went back to the rest of them. You now have all of them pre-me. They were watching me. They were like, that you there, yeah, him there, that you there, watching. Everyone was just watching me. I was like, this is long. So before I knew it, I just closed every single part of leg. I even twisted all my legs like this, yeah, everything. I twisted everything, and I sat down comfortably, and I said, I ain't even gonna do none of this. I'm just gonna try, even though everything on that paper I didn't understand. It was like they written in another language, but I didn't even care. I just said, you know what, I'm already here. I'm gonna just live through it. So cool. Obviously now, as I'm writing, there's like 30 minutes left of the exam, yeah. Then suddenly, like I just see two of them walk up to me, but I was thinking, they're probably walking past me because somebody asked for like help or something. Like it's actually not that deep. Like they're probably just going somewhere. Like they're not gonna come for me. Like why they come for me? Like even though like she dropped her pen and all of that, like she's probably just a clumsy lady. Like it's nothing serious. One of them now just taps my shoulder. I was like, yeah.
Blood of Jesus.
I was like, wait. This is the first time this has ever happened to me before in an exam hall, yeah. And now everyone starts to look at me, innit? So me knowing exactly what they were gonna come and tap me about, I started making noise. I said, what? Why are you guys tapping me? You guys are disturbing me, you guys are distracting me. So obviously they said, please can you keep quiet? We just want to speak to you outside. I said, but I'm in the middle of an exam, you're gonna mess up my train of thoughts. I was like, oh my god, you guys are not being serious right now, you guys can't be serious right now. But then obviously they didn't care. So me now trying to be smart, they just told me to stand up because they knew where it was exactly right inside between my legs. So me, as I stood up here, I just stood up like this. And I was walking like this, yeah, all the way inside to the toilet like this. I was just walking, yeah. Eventually now, when I now go outside of the exam hall, after everybody's looking at me, after they've shamed me finished, I'm now walking outside of the exam hall, innit? What they now told me to do was empty out everything. So me being me now, I said, what, you wanna see my, I was like, you wanna see what's going on down there? Come, no problem. I said, should I take everything? They said, no. I said, oh, you don't want me to do that. So then what do you want me to do? They now said, I should just empty out my hood, empty out my pockets, So I was just thinking, calm, like, cool, I emptied out everything. Of course I'm not gonna keep anything like in the area like that. So they now said it's calm. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get the on-campus security to come and search me and pat me down. I said, yeah. There's no way I'm getting out of this. Like, this is long. So I just said, you know what? Let me go to the toilet, innit? Like, let me go to the toilet quickly. They just said, why? And I just said, you're really gonna ask me why I need to go to the toilet? And they said, alright, cool. Go to the toilet, yeah. So obviously I went to the toilet now. I actually needed to use the toilet. So instead of me to actually use my brain, get rid of all the evidence inside of the toilet, I actually kept it on me, used the toilet, finished, washed my hands, and then I actually left. I was thinking, why did I actually do that? Like, why did I actually do that? So instead of me to just think, yeah. So obviously, for the next part of this, I'm gonna use the flour and basically season the flour in it. So basically we're standing next to two double doors, see-through in it, and I could see them entering the building in it. These times we were away from the exam hall. So we're standing here, I'm standing here, the two of them are in front of me, the two see-through doors are behind them, and I could see them coming. I said, oh crap, let me even quickly go into the toilet now, because I don't know what it is, it's just biting me right now. They just kept asking me why I'm going to the toilet. I said, really? You really gonna ask me why I'm going into the toilet? They did not argue in it. So I just said, calm, I'm actually gonna go do that. So I went to now go and do that now. Quickly go back into the toilet. These times, I'm emptying out every part of my pockets, everything. I even just emptied out something. I even took off my top, everything, put it inside of the toilet, and I just flushed everything, get everything out of the way now. But the one thing that I didn't even now forgot, yeah, was that I now had a separate phone on me, innit. What these lot were saying at the beginning of the whole exam was that make sure every single phone that you have on you is visible in it, no matter how many you have in it. And these times I wasn't really I didn't really think about it, because it was like, oh, number one, I could have used my phone instead of actual notes. Number two, if they actually catch you with your phone, then you can get disqualified for it. So I was like, oh damn. So cool. Obviously now I couldn't throw the phone away inside of the toilet, and then I couldn't wash it down the sink, or I couldn't do anything. So I was thinking the only thing that I could actually do is hide this phone somewhere in this toilet now. And obviously these times the security guards are already outside of the toilet, they're already waiting for me in it. So I was like, I've only got a few seconds left. So I was thinking the only smart thing for me to do now is probably hide it somewhere that they won't look. Like, I don't know, people would probably think maybe hide it, I don't know, under the toilet seat, or maybe inside of that toilet, you know, behind the toilet where you can flush, or maybe hide it there, or anything. Me, instead of me to use brain, I went to now go and hide it right next to the, you know, the door, yeah, as you're coming in, there's like a little bin there, because I wanted to go back and get the phone after, and I went to go and hide it just behind the bin. So obviously now I've come out now, I basically said, alright, cool, search me. They wanted me down, everything, they find nothing, I'm just there smiling. Then one of the adjudicators now said,
you know, he's been going in and out of the toilet like a couple of times now, like I don't even know what's going on.
I was like, you see, the devil. Yeah, I was thinking, nah, this doesn't make sense. I was just thinking, alright, cool. Like, the only thing that I can now do is basically leave it to God. Like, only God will blind these guys and make it into a thing where they won't see nothing or anything. So cool. Eventually now, these two security guards, they now go inside of that toilet. I was just standing there thinking, all of this, was it actually even worth it? Like, I could have just simply revised, I would have been calm, everything. Cool. These security guards now basically say, oh yeah, cool, calm. They come out now after like 10 minutes of waiting, my heart just pounding. Standing next to these ladies or whatever. They now came out now, they said, nah, yeah, there was nothing there. I think they just said that so I wouldn't get alarmed or anything, innit? So obviously now, the moment that I'm trying to now go back into the exam, they're like, no, you have to wait for everyone to come out. I'm like, why do I have to wait? Like, you're ruining my train of thought again, like I can't even think. So I was just like, fine, cool, I'll wait, like it's not a big deal. So basically the next step of all of this is to take the seasoned chicken, I don't know if you guys can see it, add it to this seasoned, but not so seasoned, but seasoned flour, and then you see this pan here is gonna basically be frying our chicken. But one thing I forgot to add, the eggs. You see with these eggs now, they're gonna be what's gonna make our chicken stick to the flour and then bring out the actual taste. So you guys are probably wondering how that story must have ended. So I must have sat down back inside of the hall now, and everybody else is gone, and it's basically me and like 7 to 8 different adjudicators that I've never seen before in my life, all of them just shaking their head at me. So I was just thinking, fam, what's the point of this whole thing here? Like, you're just there trying to do the exam, but they already know what's going on, and I'm just there trying to play oblivious, innit? And it was like, I just did the maths, they know. So when I sat down, they asked me, you have the option to continue this now, or you can come back and do it another time. Why is that not sizzling? Sigh. I came back and did the research anyway, because I was thinking, all of this trauma, everything, after deeping what I've gone through today, I was thinking, is this actually worth it? Like, was this whole password that I went through with all these security guards, all these adjudicators trying to drop their pen, trying to do Mission Impossible with me, just for me to now sit here, I'm now in the exam hall by myself, of all things. Simple revision I could have done, didn't even listen. I'm now sitting in the exam hall with 7 to 8 of them, all looking at me, shaking their head, disappointed. I said, from that day on, any exam or any test that I need to do, I will sit down and I will revise. It is not worth it. Honestly, it is not worth it. It's actually not worth it. So the moral of the story is, I'm not really a cheater. Oh, look how much mess I've gone and made. But I'm not really a cheater. It's just, let's just say, somebody who had an entrepreneurial skill to wanting to do well. It's not bad because it's not bad. Like, look at the way that it's frying up right now. Okay, cool. So this part, basically I'm going to be cutting up the onions, cutting up the garlic and the peppers. So obviously this is everything. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, I think it's obviously it's not about presentation, innit? It's just actually about taste, quality, you know. A lot went into this. Like, you guys saw what the whole thing was. To be honest with you, it looks nice. I'm gonna enjoy it. It's not for you, so But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and there's a link in the description. Click it. If you guys support me and I support you and we're supporting each other, it's just support. So please, 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 whilst I'm eating these wings, be commenting, be liking and be subscribing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Double dice. Out.
We stepping heavy if we rolling by the street. My circle almost empty, constant dealing with the beat. I'm just good at counting, think it's pointless this degree, but I have to